Becoming a professional software developer or engineer is not just about mastering the syntax or vocabularies of a programming or scripting language. It lies in your ability to effectively manipulate a language syntax while tackling real problems. If you are just starting your journey or already deep into the field, remember this fundamental truth. Your ability to skillfully manipulate language syntax is what truly defines your competence as a developer or an engineer. Hello everyone, I am Apollos Geoffrey. Welcome back to yet another episode. Today's video is extra special because the management of HASSOB Integrated Services Limited, a player in the information technology industry with its head office located at Abuja, the federal capital of Nigeria, has really shown its commitment to this channel. Their support will now allow the continuous creation of high quality content for you all. All this effort will not only benefit the channel, but also reflect their commitment to supporting creators and nurturing the lively online community of information technology. So a big shout out to the management of HASSOB Integrated Services. Be sure to check out their website, hassob.ng, to learn more about their incredible products and services. Now, without further delay, let's dive into today's topic. Today we are going to be addressing some common information technology issues that many beginners face when starting their career in the vast world of software development. We would break down some of these problems into smaller and more manageable parts so that every beginner can understand and follow along. So before we jump into solving any problem or developing solutions to any problem, take notes. Understanding the problem is the first step and the most important. Secondly, there is always a need to break down these problems into smaller pieces or chunks. I am here to guide you through each of these twists and turns. To all aspiring software developers or engineers, I want to emphasize something very important. Becoming a professional software developer or engineer is not just about mastering the syntax or vocabularies of a programming or scripting language. It lies in your ability to effectively manipulate a language syntax while tackling real problems. If you are just starting your journey or already deep into the field, remember this fundamental truth. Your ability to skillfully manipulate language syntax is what truly defines your competence as a developer or an engineer. Imagine you are building a web application and suddenly you encounter a complex, problematic, or an annoying syntax error that keeps throwing your entire project off the track. And probably you are not sure of which path to take. It sounds familiar, right? Don't worry. You are not alone. Many beginners and entry-level developers often find certain tasks quite difficult, challenging, and overwhelming at first. You are extremely passionate about coding and very eager to build innovative solutions, but suddenly you hit a roadblock, which is technically a bug in your code, right? Sometimes a confusing error message that looks like some kind of puzzles. It's usually frustrating, we must admit this fact. Well, today we've decided to turn these frustrations into triumph. So therefore, from some kind of tricky debugging exercises to version control puzzles, we are tackling it all. Our goal is not just about solving these problems, but to empower ourselves with the knowledge and confidence needed to navigate and roam around the tech environment like a professional. So grab your favorite coding drink, whatsoever it is, coffee, tea, or an energy drink, and let's embark on the exercise together. Certainly, you will not only have the practical solution to common information technology challenges, but also a renewed sense of passion and determination to conquer any obstacles that comes your way. Remember in the latter part of my recent video, I mentioned some stuffs related to DSLs, which stands for Domain Specific Languages, versus GPLs, which stands for Generic Purpose Languages, and Low-Level Languages, versus high-level languages? Well, computer languages can be further categorized into the strongly typed languages versus the loosely typed languages. Some professionals may also call them statically typed languages versus dynamically typed languages. We also have categories called the structured or procedural language versus the object-oriented languages, where the object-oriented language is popularly abbreviated as OOP, object-oriented programming languages. Strongly typed languages enforces strict data type checking at compilation time. So the compiler ensures that all operations are performed only on compatible data types. It sounds confusing, right? Just relax. We're going to digest this in no time. Just note that examples of the strongly typed or dynamically typed languages includes Java, C#, C++, Swift, and many others. Loosely typed languages are more flexible when it comes to data type checking. In this language, variables are not in any way bound or tied to a specific data type during declaration. Hence, data type checking is not performed at compilation time. Instead, data type checking are performed at runtime. Examples of loosely typed or dynamically typed languages include Ruby, PHP, and many others. By comparison, strongly typed languages provide better data type safety, which enables early error detection, but may require specific data type declaration. On the other hand, loosely typed languages offers flexibility and ease of use by allowing dynamic data typing and indirect or unstated data type. Procedural languages are programming languages with pattern or approaches in which computer programs are organized around several procedures or functions. And these procedures or functions contain series of instructions to be executed sequentially. These languages typically follow a top-down approach. In this case, program's execution starts from the main procedure and continues to proceed through a series of sub-procedures or functions. Variables are used in procedural language to store data, right? And these variables can have different data types such as integer, floats, characters, etc. So data are being manipulated using statements like assignments, arithmetic operations, conditional statement. So therefore, solutions to problems are generated by breaking down complex problems into smaller and more manageable procedures or functions, which are absolutely reusable and maintainable. Examples of some popular procedural language include C, BASIC, Fortran, Golang, etc. The object-oriented languages are languages with pattern or approaches that revolve around the concept of objects. So these objects are basically the instances of a class. On the other hand, classes are blueprints or templates used to create objects. Just like your biological parents, in this instance, are classes. They were used to make or create you and your siblings, which are objects. You and your siblings, which are now objects, are instances of your parents, the classes. Object-oriented programming languages generally emphasize and utilize the concepts of encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. Common examples of such languages include Java, C++, Python, etc. In summary, procedural languages focus on procedures or functions, while object-oriented languages revolve around objects, classes, and the object-oriented programming principles like encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. Alright, so before we leave this subject, you should also know that there are other collections we refer to as hybrid languages. These languages support both the OOP features, such as classes, objects, inheritance, and polymorphism, as well as the features of procedural languages, which includes functions, loops, conditional statements, etc. Examples of such hybrid languages include Python, PHP, and even JavaScript. So therefore, as we continue with our numerous exercises, with a mindset of making things easier for everyone, more specifically our beginners, we are going to kick off with a loosely typed as well as a procedural language. More specifically, PHP will be our choice for a start. Just have it at your mind. Whatever we are going to be doing with PHP directly applies to any other loosely typed or procedural language, except for their various syntax differences. Notwithstanding, if you want us to commence with a loosely typed procedural language like JavaScript or Python, let us know in the comment section. We would commence our beginner classes in series by talking about some basic essentials, which includes introduction to our preferred computer language, which is PHP, installation of our preferred computer language translator software, overviewing the general syntax of our preferred computer language. We're also going to learn about variables, its scopes, and its types. Another basic essential is our preferred language data types. It controls structures, which includes conditional statements and iterations. We would also understand functions, which is a basic essential of our preferred language, the function definition and its declaration. We would further proceed to understand arrays and the different type of arrays, such as indexed array, associative arrays, one-dimensional arrays, multi-dimensional arrays, and also put into practice some sorting algorithms. After exhausting all the outlined basic essentials, we are now going to get ready to start placing our fingers on real-world problems. So, your thoughts and experiences really do matter at this point. So ask questions in the comment section below. We are on a journey to being stronger, smarter, and unstoppable. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification so you don't miss out from any updates as we are finally embarked on this learning adventure. So here we are going to be making use of challenges as stepping stones towards success. See you at the introductory class of our preferred computer startup language.